Hi, this is Charity, and welcome back to the Super Sim series, a challenge in The Sims 4 where we use no cheats and no mods, and we try to get all the milestones, reach top level of every career, earn every degree, max every skill, complete all the aspirations, get all the reward traits, and complete all the collections and save file achievements. Basically everything you can do with a single sim or their line. Now, Pandora, while we were between episodes, actually went to work, and she is now level 10 of the daycare admin or babysitter job. And so that means we can basically quit that position. We are going to move on to something else. But before we do that, I'm just going to get my bot savants thing all the way up to senior member again, because sometimes it slips if you don't go to the meetups. And I don't know what people are constantly approaching Pandora with. It's like she gets really upset and there's nothing in her queue that she's talking to that person. Does anybody else know what that is? It becomes an awkward conversation every time someone approaches her with something. I don't know what it is. It could be a repeal request. Maybe they're asking her to sign a signature for the repeal for tech support or something, because I did notice that there are 5 votes on repealing the tech support initiative, which I did not start, so that must be something that an NPC is doing. Okay, you're a you're a senior member of the bot savants now. So that is all 3 of them back up to senior. I know it's not necessary to do it, but I do it anyway. Okay, we probably can do barista now. I'm pretty sure that this one should be okay to do because it's 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then we can quit the babysitter career. But I think that it actually lets you do both of these at the same time. So we have not done barista. Oh no, she's actually going to quit her current position of daycare admin upon accepting to do a new activity. So you can't have both jobs at the same time, even though they don't overlap. Okay, so for the coffee stain remover, she's only level 1? Why? I know she's had this one before, but I thought you started at level 3 for all of the part-time careers. Huh. That is interesting. Well, I think that must be a mistake. Oh well. It just means she has to get promoted. Okay, we're going to try and fit in our 2 classes for Carla and London if they get down here, because we only need to earn 4 more simoleons. But we need to do 1 more promotion and maintain a regular customer. And I did see online that there appears to be an 18-hour cooldown on providing services to a regular customer. And you also have to have your relationship bar maxed. And I do. Carla, her relationship bar with me is maxed, and London, his relationship bar with me is maxed. So hopefully, if we do 10 days worth of services and we do 1 service a day, then it will count. Now I have to make sure I get paid, otherwise it doesn't count as her providing a service. Okay, she did get paid from London, but I didn't see anything from Carla. Maybe I should do a class for just Carla now, just to be sure. Oh, and for those of you having problems with Social Bunny, I've never really had problems getting followers on Social Bunny in my teen years. You have to do in-person events, though. You can't just post on Social Bunny, tag people, and expect to get followers. Pandora currently has 552 followers, and she got her 250 when she was a teenager. Now, I know some people are thinking that it gets stuck, but if you're not meeting people in person and making new friends in person or going to parties, throwing parties, then I don't think your follower count goes up very much, and it only goes up at most once a day around midnight or something, so you do have to wait for it. Okay, so I got a tip for that one. That should have counted for Carla. So hopefully those are counting, because I have no idea. There's no counter in here. I don't like when they do that. They make it just one level. It should be a counter here that says how many classes you've given a regular customer. But I think it has to be the same regular customer. So if you have more than one, there is going to be multiple counters. And I guess that's why they don't list the counter here in the aspiration panel. Okay, it seems that the Day of the Dead participant spawns somewhere over here around the staircase. So maybe the next time I do this, I'll just place the urn or the gravestone right here so that I'll be closer to them. And then just basically spam ask for Sugar Skull, because he doesn't give it to me most of the time. And I don't know why. I got a common one. It's Joe. I wonder how long it's going to take to get the rare one. Okay, so we got the check mark, and we will be promoted the next time we go in. Okay, and we got promoted to Bean Blender. I don't know. Since she started this one out at level 1, I feel a little bit better about actually quitting this one after she reaches level 3. So I think the reason why she did not start this one out at level 3 is because this is the one that we got fired from. So maybe because of that, it actually saved our previous performance, but it's not supposed to do that unless you have that perk from the celebrity tree. But maybe it does save your performance if you go down levels. I don't know. But anyway, so since she started at level 1 in the barista, we will be quitting this after we get our next promotion, because she basically goes to work 5 days a week. So we're going to get done with this one this week too. Oh, Pandora likes cooking. Okay, well, I guess she does. Okay, I'm going to go with maybe you have to receive a tip from them, or at least an acknowledgement of a thank you for the class in order to count them towards your goal of giving 10 services. So I got a tip from London, and last time we got a tip from Carla. So I don't know, maybe we're about halfway through, but I thought that I've been giving them pretty regular classes this whole time. So I don't know why this is not checking off. Carla fell asleep and she just woke up. Yeah, class is over, Carla. All right, well, she paid me, but she didn't acknowledge the class. Okay, at least that time she acknowledged the class, and it says, I feel limbered up and ready to face the world. So whenever I get a little acknowledgement like that from the person, I'm going to count that, and we'll see if we can get 10. So far, I've gotten 2. Okay, and Pandora is now level 3 of the barista career. And it says get to class early. No, we're not getting to class early. All right, so we can quit this job and get a different job. Okay, diver is from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. I don't think that will conflict with any of my classes, and that's also 5 days a week. So let's do that one. Okay, that one it let me do at the same time. Okay, so we now have barista and diver. I do not want to work both of those. So we're going to quit the latte artist. Okay, we got Sunken Treasure Hunter +1. Okay, the only thing is that it says work in 2 days. Why don't I have work today? Well, I guess I don't, because I just got this job and it doesn't give me work on the same day. That's unfortunate. Oh well, I didn't think about that, and I just used my promotion thing, so that was probably a waste. Okay, time to see if this works. I'll space bend over here because this is where the Day of the Dead participant usually appears. And then I'll place one of my tombstones in the world, leave a sugar skull offering, and then pick it up again. And there he is, right there. So he appears, at least on this lot in Brightchester, right here at these steps. So these only thing is the building is in the way. All right, so that will make it super easy to get him later on. Even if I move away from here, I can just come to this lot and figure out exactly where he's going to appear. Now, you can't go anywhere. I need a sugar skull. Why is everybody getting these dazed moodlets every time they come here? Because I know I don't have the neighborhood action plan of juiced community, so it's just strange that they're always dazed. I don't have a cursed lot either. Oh no, we do have juiced community. Oh, I don't like that one. Basically, that makes a whole lot of interactions fail because people are always dazed, which means they're always drunk. So we need to get rid of that one. I got 2 grams, really? All right, well, whatever. Finally, that counted as having a regular customer. All right, we are done with this self-care specialist thing. That completes all of the wellness aspirations. And what's next? No, we are not doing Star Wars. I'm not doing that one right now. I need to finish university before I do any of the occults or Star Wars. All right, so we'll just do popularity next. And, well, some of these are gonna be a little bit more difficult. So I don't really want to do the esteemed entrepreneur until I'm in that world. Yeah, I think I'm going to save that for the world where it belongs in. And discerning dweller, you need to live in a residential rental. I'm going to save that for later as well. Maybe we'll do neighborhood confidant because that one seems to be completing itself. Basically, people always ask me about things, and this one might take a little while. So I think we can do that one in the background pretty well with university. I wonder if there are any other ones that... No, I've already done the university one. At least I hope I have. Have I done the university one? Yes, I did. Okay. So since I've done the university one, all the other ones are kind of like, we'll do them as we want. And this one is successfully advise and influence the lives of other Sims. How many though? Yeah, we've already become good friends with 5 Sims and achieved level 7 charisma skill, but we need to successfully advise and influence the lives of 20 other Sims. So this will just kind of tick off in the background, and it's a really good background one to have while in university because you don't have to do anything. However, what I might... No, I'm not going to try and influence him. I was about to say I might try and influence someone in my family, but I don't know. Let's see. What about Glenn? No, she's Green Fiend, paranoid and mean. No, we're not going to hook her up with Glenn. That's just wrong. We don't really know any of these other people. Why are they even on there? Oh, Lauren Jimenez. Is Lauren already married? I don't remember. Oh, well, we'll just hook him up with Lauren and see if that works. Oh, and our final grades. So we are moving back home. We got an A+ in all of our terms, and I think this finishes the psychology degree. It does. Okay, so graduation is tomorrow. Okay, Lauren sounds like a catch. I'll introduce myself when I see her. All right, so we're kind of fixing him up. I think what I might do is move back home because graduation is tomorrow. It'll give me more time if I move back home now. Okay, so we have some room in the household, and that's why I wanted to come back early. And we also have Judy, who is and high school. So what I might try to do is to get Judy expelled. That might take a while, though. And I'm not sure if I have enough time to do that. But we've already done the dropout. So the one that dropped out is London. And since London dropped out, I want to see if I can get him to work on his high school diploma. Yeah, work towards online high school diploma. So he's the dropout. Judy might be the one that gets expelled. Although, actually, Judy is not Pandora's child. So maybe I'll wait until Pandora has more children, but London is definitely Pandora's child. So he can work on his high school diploma online, and he'll be the dropout that gets his high school diploma later. And then Nico probably doesn't have very much time. Yeah, he does not. We lost the dog. So we do have 2 household spots open, which means that London could have his last 2 children. But before he does that, I do want to add some ghosts to the household in order to get them through their journey. I don't know if I have enough time to do this, but I want to try. Okay, so we're going to add Annalise to the household, and we're going to add Elijah to the household. This is going to be tough. But basically, Annalise is my spellcaster, and Elijah is... Oh, he has 2 death flowers for some reason. Well, anyway, Elijah is going to be my werewolf. Oh, Annalise already has the ability to move on to the great beyond. Well, that makes it easy. Okay, and so she leaves behind the spellcaster Plumbob. And of course, Elijah does not have anything done. Great, so we need to get him something to do. He has the Renaissance Sim aspiration. Let me just flip through some aspirations really quick and see if we can get this done. Okay, after buying some cameras and selling them, we have completed the fabulously wealthy aspiration. So that's enough for Elijah to move on to the great beyond. And unfortunately, it seems like he can only do that from his urn or gravestone. I tried it from Carla's and it wouldn't work. So you have to actually have their urn or gravestone. That's kind of scary because if I lose one, it's going to be a problem. But now we have the werewolf Plumbob. Okay, we're just having London work on his high school diploma online. And let's see, what else do we need to do? I think we're just waiting for graduation to happen. So Pandora really doesn't need to do anything right now. She's kind of just waiting. I guess I could try to wish for more career performance pretty soon. I'm not sure when that refreshes. And then we need to have London have 2 more kids. But before we do that, we should decide where we're going to put everyone. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up here. Which means we probably should put the babies in here. And that's actually going to be a little bit rough because what's going to happen is everyone's going to ignore them when they're down here. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, London, you can stop that for now. Let's go have a science baby as a single parent. And I always forget where that is. Is that on the phone? It is. Okay, so we have a boy, and his name is going to be Rashawn. And we have a girl, Elise. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit of a hat tip to Annalise. So that's fine. I wanted to have twins because those are his other two kids. So now he has Judy, who is a teenager, and she is going to be aging up in 9 days and having kids of her own. And then there's Emerson, who is a child. And then we have Rashawn. And why do they have the bat symbol? I don't know why that happens, but they get the little vampire bat symbol, even if they're not a vampire. And then we have Elise. So I think it's maybe from the weak bloodline, even though they don't have a vampire trait. It seems like that little bat thing pops up for spellcaster babies for some reason. All right, well, I guess I'll let you get something to eat. And then we're going to work on everything. All right, so Pandora is sleeping up here. I guess this is your bed now. Where should everyone sleep, actually? Let's put Pandora in here. Actually, let's do a skillful sleep for Pandora. Nelson died. Oh no! He had kids. Well, I think his kids are probably in a household by themselves then. Whoops, he's hysterical. Okay. Let's stop making him laugh. I can get Grim to spare him, but I want him to finish his high school diploma first. Don't die. London, don't die. I was trying to keep his fun up, but okay, he has enough fun, so that's fine. He does need a little bit more social and hygiene, but don't die, London. Come on. Just finish your whole high school diploma. It's okay. If he dies, I can get Grim to spare him. I have death flowers. Okay, it says I graduated, but I didn't get the thing to go to graduation. Hopefully, I get my diploma. What? Water shut-off day? Oh, come on. We gotta repeal that. Juice community, water conservation, roughhousing encouraged. All right, well, there's not the best neighborhood action plans here. Oh, there's the graduation ceremony. Okay, so maybe I should go to that just to make sure that I get my diploma. I think maybe it comes in the mail if you don't go to graduation, and I don't want to wait around for it to come in the mail. Okay, it said it was starting soon, and I thought it was supposed to start at 10. It did not give me the pop-up to go to it. All right, now it's saying it's starting at 10:11. I think it does that because it's like bugged out. Maybe I have to go to the thing in order to make it happen. All right, well, I'm not in my cap and gown, so that's probably not going to help. Okay, there is the notification. All right, so it did start. It just was, where are you going? No, we are not going to go over there. Go attend the graduation ceremony. Yeah, your sim can walk away from it if they get distracted doing something else. So watch that, because I've had my sim actually miss the ceremony because they walked away doing something else. No, attend the graduation ceremony. All right, so as long as they're over here socializing, no, I said go over here and attend the ceremony. Okay, as long as they're over here, it's fine. But I don't like it when they go over there. Well, that's not too far away. As long as they're not like halfway across the map, it's fine. What if I talk to them and get them all to go over there where they're supposed to go? No, it looks like they're walking far, far away. That's not good for them. They're going to miss it. But hopefully I don't try to talk to them because unfortunately, oh, I'm attending graduation. Yeah, see what I mean? These guys got stuck talking to someone like way over here, and they're going to miss the graduation. I don't know where you're going, but you are missing graduation. Oh, he went into that building. All right. Well, you're supposed to go into the stadium. Okay, so she graduated. Did I get that diploma? I got a graduation portrait. I did not get the diploma. Great. I think the diploma comes in the mail, and that's just unfortunate. Okay, we'll wish for another promotion before we go to work. And we earned a raise. So I don't know if we have good enough performance to get a raise the next time. We probably don't. Yeah, and I used my convince boss to give bonus already, so that may or may not have been worth it, but at least we definitely got a raise. All right, let's make an offering of 5,000 simoleons. To my knowledge, this is the only way to get a promotion without actually going to work. Almost all of the other methods just give you the check mark and won't actually promote you. So maybe this time around, we can leave Pandora as a good aligned character. Now, we do have to get an atrocious reputation for a bit, but she might be able to stay as a good reputation sim instead of having to always have an atrocious reputation, because I can just use the wishing well to increase my work performance. It's not nearly as reliable, but it does get you the promotion every once in a while. Okay, I have mail right away. Hopefully that is my diploma. No, it is an unauthenticated mask for Carla. When do I get my diploma? This makes me worried. I know I got my diploma for all of my other degrees, but this one I moved out of the dorms. That might have been a mistake. It still says that I've graduated and there are no more terms left to attend. And I don't think I can enroll in university. Nope, I have to wait. So hopefully that means I will still get my diploma when this disappears. Oh, what does Judy have? Oh no, she doesn't have anything. All right, well, we're going to have to work on Pandora's other aspirational traits later on, because unfortunately, when teenagers age up, they don't get one of those traits. Like, she should have the essence of flavor trait, but she doesn't. Unfortunately, Judy was not able to cope with grief in a most productive way, resulting in a personality trait change. She's going to be evil, I guess? Okay. Poor Judy is evil for whatever reason. Even though she's very happy and she has a loss in the family, she is going to be evil. All right. Okay, so Pandora supposedly graduated and now has a diploma from what I got notified from, but okay. Congrats, London has put in long hours online to earn a high school diploma. But I guess because I'm on Pandora's character, it's showing me a picture of Pandora. That is a bug. All right, so he has earned his high school diploma online, and he has dropped out of high school. So we can check that off for Pandora's... No. Smooze with boss. Why is there no work hard option? Okay, it's record underwater footage. I guess we'll smooze with boss, but she's probably not going to get promoted because, yeah, okay, we need to maybe increase our work performance. Okay, good. She always, okay, performance gain small. So I wish I knew which ones were medium and which ones were better, but unfortunately it doesn't tell you. But you are guaranteed to get the best result for those pop-ups when you have responsibility. Okay, so no, she did not get a promotion. Well, that stinks. She did, however, get her diploma. All right, so we have one more diploma we need to get for Foxbury. Okay, it is 11 p.m., but let's enroll in our last degree at Foxbury at university. And we're going to enroll in the villainy degree. So maybe this is a time to try and be a bad reputation, because we do need to achieve an atrocious reputation at one point. Atrocious. I can't even say that word. Atrocious. Okay, let's go ahead and claim our old bed. No, you don't get it. I get it. Okay, we'll sit down right here and do our homework since we have class tomorrow. Oh, Adriel's passed away. Well, I guess Neighborhood Stories got him. And yeah, I think it was London's old partner. He passed away from a killer rabbit. So yeah, Neighborhood Stories can be harsh. Okay, Pandora has no baking skill. So I'm going to use the cooking skill to make some cupcakes. I think the cupcakes are a reasonable gift to the secret society in order to have them come and basically abduct you and ask you to join their order. So that is one organization that Foxbury has, and actually it's in Brightchester too, but I want to have all of the organizations while she's in school just to make this more interesting, because it is a lot of waiting between classes. And yeah, we could work on some aspirations, we could work on some collections, but this is all about university, so we need to do all of the university stuff. Normal. Great. Can't we get any excellent quality ones? I mean, come on, Pandora, you're good at cooking. What if I make something that's lower level? I also have to watch the time. It's class at 9:30. That's my first class. Okay, excellent scout cookies. So hopefully they'll like those just as well. Okay, we'll make an offering at the statue and see if they invite us to join their ranks. Yeah, looks like she has a mysteriously good feeling about that offering. So hopefully she gets invited tonight. Okay, it's sending her to this thing. I'm not sure where her class will be because her class is kind of random. Maybe it's this building? Hopefully it's that building. Oh well, I'm just going to wait over here and hope for the best. The get to class early thing is supposed to send you to in front of your classroom in order to zone in exactly when your class starts, but it unfortunately doesn't send you to the right area. Okay, this is the right building. Why are you blue, Pandora? Sudden chill from swimming. A sudden cold spot in the water quickly envelops Pandora. That is weird. Okay, she looks like she's freezing to death, but she earned a raise. Okay, I don't see the Day of the Dead participant where he appeared last time, at least where I thought he appeared last time. Am I not going to get one this time? Oh, I will admit that I have my club running. That might be why. Probably too many people in the zone. He won't show up if there's too many people. I keep forgetting that I'm not running with MC Command Center, so I have to be careful about that. Oh, wait. She's the Secret Society member, although she's not in her outfit. And I just noticed because I was like, why is there an elder here? Okay, so she is going to come talk to me. We visit on behalf of those who greatly appreciate your generous offering. If your heart is pure, we invite you to join us and learn our secrets. Okay. And we are an order of the Secret Society. The Order of Enchantment. Okay. All right. Well, this is one of the more annoying ones, but we're going to do this one anyway. Let's just finish our homework first. Why are you in here? You're not supposed to be allowed in here. I have this door. Oh, the front door. How do you get in that door, though? Because you can only get in that door from the balcony. I have this door locked. It's unlocked? What do you mean it's unlocked? The reason why I have this apartment is because I want to lock this door. Which door did I lock then? Or did it just unlock everything? Yeah, it unlocked it. Oh well. He is now locked in here until I leave. Okay, we earned another raise, so we are Sunken Treasure Hunter +4. And then we'll also try and get a raise, which means hopefully maxing out this performance bar again. No, she actually decreased her performance? Oh, well, that sucks. Okay, I'm hacking my work performance. I know this usually fails, but that's okay. It's not like my performance can get very much worse. Okay, she actually succeeded and got it back up to kind of average. But still, it's not that great. I think the cooldown for making a wish is only about 12 hours. We got another promotion. 2 promotions without going to work. Oh, that's awesome. All right, I think I might have my new favorite way to get work performance. We need to have a wishing well on our lot, though, so that I can check this more often and immediately get a promotion as soon as it's ready. Okay, here you have the sprites, and you can collect harvestables in order to make an offering to the sprites at this altar. And you can also check in with the sprites. Now, when you make an offering, if you look around at the little sparkles, if they're partly blue, then I make another offering until I see them mostly turn green. And if you get them all to be green, then you're definitely going to get something better. Oh, we actually advised someone. So someone called and asked for advice. These are going to tick up randomly. All right, and then we check in with the sprites. And you can get this Loved by Sprites Focus +3 buff. And I used to think that when you make an offering, that the color would determine what the color of the buff is. But it's sometimes random, because when it sparkles blue, I sometimes get, well, the light blue, I get the illuminated buff. But sometimes when it sparkles pink, I get the flirty buff. But it's really, really hard to tell when it sparkles purple, because the flash is, you have to tell what color it is, and I'm not sure if the color matches, because I think I tried it once and the color completely didn't match, but then it seemed to match. So I don't know. It might be a visual glitch, but when you make an offering, and all I have left is death flowers. If I have anything here that I can get really quick, I don't, of course. I know what I can do. I can just buy gifts. Okay, so if you go to purchase gifts, you can buy a bunch of apples, bonsai buds, daisies. I think daisies is the cheapest. Oh no, mushrooms are the cheapest. Okay, so just buy a whole bunch of mushrooms, because they're only 4 simoleons each. And then when you make an offering, see how that turned kind of pinkish, but maybe purple? And also look at the different sparkles. See, I see this blue here. And the blue here means that most likely if I check in with the sprites, I'm not going to get the best buff. You want them all to be green like this. And it's kind of hard to tell. I just kind of spam a whole bunch of them until I get those sparkles to be mostly green. And see, that one is definitely a light blue. And that was kind of like a green or a yellow. And that was a pink. And that kind of looked like a purple. So if I check in with the sprites now, I might get that focus buff. But since I already have it, look, it puts my energy bar completely to full, my hunger completely to full, and my bladder completely to full. Although I think maybe that's a function of her not having to go to the bathroom. Yeah, hunger and lethargy. So it only does hunger and energy. So it increases career and grade performance, though. So this buff is super overpowered. And it's basically going to make my performance bar go up. And I'll see if I can get promoted when I only have maybe half of the performance bar, not even that. And I only go to work for 3 hours. Are you still stuck in here? He's not supposed to be still stuck in here. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, well, I'm chatting with him. Maybe I can get him to come out. No thanks, Nico. I can't go on a date. I am about to go to work. I feel bad about ignoring my husband, but I am at university and very busy. And we got a promotion. So we did get a medium performance boost, though. Since that was a chance card that made it a whole lot easier, I'm not sure if we wouldn't have gotten a promotion anyway, even if we didn't have the sprites. So we are a level 6 treasure hunter already. We're going to fly through 10 levels of promotions for these part-time careers. So I'm going to say that that is the way I'm going to satisfy them, except for the barista career. I worked that one before and went and got fired and had to go back to level 1 and make it up to level 3. So that one I'm not too worried about. But the rest of them will try to get 10 levels of raises, provided that we start at level 3 when we join. I'm going to lock these other doors for Pandora, so hopefully she won't go and use other people's stuff. The only problem with the default locking mechanism in The Sims is that you actually have to relock all the doors anytime your sim goes to a rabbit hole and comes back. And I think sometimes when you leave the lot and come back too, it's just annoying. Okay, The Sims did something right. For some reason, the socials for these people are right at the top of the menu. Maybe it's just because I haven't introduced myself. No? Why can't they do this for all the other ones? It's like at the top of the menu, without even having to go under friendly. Oh, that's so nice. And I even have the simplified menu on. This is going to make it super easy to get to senior member for this particular guild or organization. And just like that, we're a senior member. Now we only have 6 hours left for our buff. Should we try to renew it? All right, well, let's do some testing here for reasons. Let's count how many I am submitting. It looks like they're green, though. That looks like the ones that are flying around are green. But let me make an offering just to be sure, because I do see some blue sparkles here and there. That definitely seemed like a blue. And I'm still receiving... Oh, and see, I got a flirty, so no, it's definitely not the color. Okay, I did 5 offerings and then check in. If you check in too often, they don't like it. Oh, I got a focused. Okay, so I made 5 mushroom offerings and then checked in with the sprites, and that seemed to be okay with them. So I'm going to try that from now on until it stops working. And if you get a bad buff because they're annoyed with you for checking in too often, then you just make a whole bunch of offerings and increase the number of offerings that you're given and then check in again, and you can get rid of that bad buff. So if it makes you tense because the sprites are unhappy and you're not loved, then you can easily get rid of it. What is with all the books? You guys are so messy. I have to put them away. I can't just drag them. Oh my goodness, there's so many books everywhere. That is annoying, but I'm not cleaning it up. Oh, I can just go into build mode and delete them. I feel like the librarian should walk around putting away the books, but I don't think I've ever seen them doing that. I'm just going to wear my robe because I think it's cool. Oh, Pandora is being let know that Carla and Clement Frost are now best friends. Okay. All right, Grandpa. Or actually, no, father. Father. Pandora's father is Clement Frost. Okay, Pandora needs some fun, so she's just going to play some Juice Pong. Eventually, we need to get this skill up to max, and I might have to use MC Command Center to tell what her skill is. She seems to be making every shot, so maybe she's already good at it. Okay, we do have the chicken fair today. Okay, so we got our chicken at our retail lot, and now we need to get some eggs. Okay, there's a blue egg. It says, wow, how rare. It might sell for more. Well, maybe if we enter the blue egg, we'll stand a chance at getting second place. I need second place for chicken and egg. Oh, there's a golden egg, too. I think the golden egg might stand a chance at getting first place. Although if they're not excellent quality, it won't. Yeah, they're normal quality. Alright, well, the chicken only... Oh, no, actually, they do have places for the chicken to be. Alright, so we have a black hen who is a young adult, fine, and hygiene... Oh, I didn't make him happy. Oh, well... Oh, maybe I can place them in world? Can I place my chicken in the world? Then hopefully I can pick him back up. Let's try to make him happy first. Oh, or give him a treat. Nah, I don't think that'll matter. Okay, so we'll play with the rooster, hopefully make him happy. No, he doesn't like me. Oh well. Well, he didn't seem to not like it. Okay, so he's now happy. And these hens are only fine, so hopefully that gives me a little bit of an advantage. Plus, it's a rooster. I think roosters are more likely to win than hens. Oh, but he's judging already. Come on, give me a chance. Let me hurry up and put him here. And then we also need to enter the egg competition. We're going to go ahead and put the golden egg in there. Oh, but does someone have a chocolate egg? Yeah, chocolate egg, and that's it. There's only a chocolate egg and a golden egg, and then there's 3 chickens. A black hen, a brown hen, and my white rooster, who is happy. So hopefully he gets a little bit of a boost. This is the village mayor. What? Oh, you can attempt to bribe the judge, but I don't want first place. I want second place. I wish I could bribe him for second place. Okay, so we know the judge and we're good friends with the judge. That sometimes helps, but I'm not really sure, so we'll see. Oh, and she's being mean for whatever. Ruby Bellas is mean. All right, time to get on with the bowling. You know what would be funny? Is if this very focused buff and the sprite moodlet actually improved her chances at getting a perfect game in bowling. Okay, did we get... No, we did not successfully advise for that call. Okay. Well, there's number 2. And it's a strike. Oh, hey, Glenn. Glenn's bowling next to us. Strike 3. Oh, come on. That's a ripoff. I know it gets old listening to me call out the strikes every single time, but it's just my luck that I won't do it, and then I'll get 10 strikes in a row. 1. Oh, come on. That sucked. No. We're going to start that one over. 1. 2, 3, 4. Oh, Pandora. Okay. She's not doing good at all now. 1, 2, 3. Pandora, really? Okay, I got participation chicken and participation egg. No, thank you. All right, let's try that again. 1, 2. Ah. That was bad. At least she wasn't happy about it. I've seen her do a trick shot and get this result and be happy. Okay, now I got 3rd place egg. I don't want 3rd place. A participation chicken again. And a 3rd place egg. No, I need 2nd place. 1, 2. And the split. 1. No, that was not it, Carla. Or Pandora. All right, Pandora. Let's get it together. 1. And we still got a 3rd place chicken this time instead of egg. And a participation egg. Okay, we're only getting 3rd places. I don't know if she's able to get 2nd place with those 2 entries. Maybe it's just not in the cards for her. Okay, she got 6 strikes in a row. I was trying to see if I was jinxing myself by calling them out, but no, I'm not. Okay, participation chicken and participation egg. Okay, well, I'm not getting anywhere restarting this time, so unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to call it. And she's also not getting anywhere with her bowling. Okay, I almost forgot. We actually did stuff this time. It's been a while. So we finished the self-care specialist of the wellness aspiration. And then we moved on to the popularity one. And we have not finished the neighborhood confidant one, but we're working on that next. And I think we didn't do any skills, but we did do the babysitter career and the barista career. And then as far as degrees, we have a degree in psychology. So the only one we have to finish at Foxbury is now villainy. And then we can move on to Brightchester. And nothing else. Pretty much all of these milestones we have been kind of ignoring because there's nothing that we really need to do while at university. Okay, in the power household, we have Heiju, who is now an elder. Deshawn is still an adult. Lakeisha is an adult. Joe is now a teenager, so she's the next generation. And then we have Camille, who is now a child instead of a toddler. Let's see. We don't need to change anything in this house, I don't think, because, yeah, we have basically everything for this household. And then we are just waiting for the teenager to become an adult. And then that will be the 3rd generation of Max's line. So we have Max and Ulissa, who had Lewis, and Lewis and Yuki had Camille and Joe. That is the line so far. Okay, in the Pickens household, we have Rudy Pickens, who is an adult. Goneril is an adult. Ace is a teen. Caitlin is a teen. And Luca is now a child instead of a toddler. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds in here and only 5 SEMs. So we should be good in terms of beds. Now, we are waiting for either Ace or Caitlin, depending on who would you like to carry on the next one? So they should be aging up at the end of next week. So we had Jim and Wiz, who had Jamie, and Jamie married Ivanhoe and had Rudy, and Rudy married Goneril and had Ace, Catelyn, and Luca. So when this line goes on, they will be on Generation 5, which is actually halfway through. Okay, in the Pittman Reaper household, we have Sarah, who is an elder now. Melissa is a young adult. Finbar is a young adult. And then we have Orion, who is our newest arrival, and he is an infant. And then we have Sugar, our adult horse. So we don't have a whole lot of new things here other than the new baby. And I think we have an infant crib up here. Yes, we have everything for him to grow up to. So no need to change the furniture or anything. All right, in this line, we have Elijah, who married Rockrose and had Sarah. Sarah married Lyburn and had Melissa. Then Melissa married Finbar and had Orion. So Orion is generation number 4. Okay, in the Winchester household, we have no changes other than we lost the dog. Okay, we're here in the Jimenez household to pick a mate for Bernard, who is now a young adult. He's mean, cheerful, and a glutton, and he wants to be a computer whiz, and he dislikes funny sims. Okay, so let's not pick a funny sim. If you would like to submit sims, just put them under hashtag charity codes on the gallery, and I will use them eventually. I don't have very many choices. So if you would like to see your sim potentially in an episode, just add them. It doesn't matter. It could be a super sim. It could be a self sim. It could be just your 100 baby challenge offspring. So add whoever you want here. And I have downloaded some of them. So some past people have submitted some examples here. So I don't have too many left to choose from. She's a snob, neat, and proper, and she wants to be a mansion baron. Maybe we'll use her. Now, I know she's an elder, but don't worry. Through the magic of Create a Sim, we can just make them non-elders. And let's pick a different hair color. I don't want you to have gray hair. Yeah, maybe that works. Okay, so Ermengarde, you're going to be Jimenez. Just because I love that name. And you're going to be married to Bernard. Okay, in this household, we have Junilla, who is an elder. Lauren is still an adult. And then Bernard is, of course, now a young adult. And then Ermengarde is a young adult. And Braxton is a teenager. All right, so let's try and find a bed where no one else is in the room. Do we have any bassinets first? That's the first order of business. Find a bassinet. Okay, let's put a bassinet down here. I know I don't like switching out furniture, but I think I have to in this household because they just don't have a lot of place. Although this room could just be a nursery. Ah, I see why it's not bigger. Because we're at the edge of the lot. All right, well, we could do something like this, I suppose. And this poor kid only has a toy bear. That's all right. We'll put the bear over here next to the bassinet. And then maybe we'll get a crib and a toddler bed. So this will be like the nursery in the basement. All right, so we have the little baby area over here. We have a toddler potty right there. And we have a parents' bedroom downstairs. Upstairs, we do have a high chair. Is there a bathroom on this floor? There is. Oh, it's over here. Maybe we should add a toddler potty over here just in case. And then upstairs, we have this bedroom with 2 beds, and maybe we should make this bunk beds. I know we don't really need it right now, but we might in the future. Okay, I think that's reasonable. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 places to sleep plus the nursery. So if we have a toddler or an infant or a newborn, then we should be fine. Otherwise, we might have to get rid of some of the stuff in here and just put in maybe another bunk bed set on this side. And then we'll have 8 spots for someone to sleep. Okay, just to remind us where we are with this family. So Elvis was the original Jimenez, and he married Nectarine, and they had Lauren. Lauren married Junilla, and they had Braxton and Bernard. And then Bernard is now married to Ermengarde. And then we have 1, 2, 3. So this will be the 4th generation when they have a child. Okay, and she's eating for 2. Okay, in the Moon household, we have Celine, who is still an adult. Oh, almost an elder. And then Maud is an adult. Noelle is an adult. Janice is a young adult. Paradox is a young adult. And then Jet is now a young adult. And then we have little Stacy Moon, who is an infant. So she is the 4th generation. And we have this little house out here that just has 1 bed in it. I might make this a double. Okay, so we have 2 out here, maybe for the teenagers or the extra kids. And then up here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 spots for someone to sleep. And then we also have the bassinet toddler bed infant crib. So I think we probably just need another set of bunk beds, and we'll just have one for the parents in here maybe. And I don't want to put this, normally I would put this instead of in the bunk bed room over here with these guys. But unfortunately, if you put it here, I'm not sure that they can get around this bed. So we're just going to leave this as like the child's room. So the child starts out as a newborn and then moves to the infant crib and then moves to the toddler bed, and then they sleep on the top bunk. And then over here, we'll just put another set of bunk beds, and maybe we'll put this under here. I thought this fit. I guess it doesn't. Now let's put that in my inventory for a bit. I would like 2 bunk beds in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just need 1 more bed, and then I'll put the desk under here. So that makes a lot of sense. All right, unfortunately, that desk is not going to work out. I'm going to have to get a different desk. Yeah, for whatever reason, it will not snap under there. I guess it's because of the bookcase. And I don't know, do we really need another lamp in here? I guess we'll sell that. Although, what I could do is I could put the desk over here. That might make more sense if I can make it fit. Really? That doesn't fit there? Sometimes I wish I could use move objects, but I don't like using move objects because it does cause problems sometimes. Okay, let's just get a different lamp. Maybe we'll just get some little kerosene lights in here. All right, that's fine. I mean, maybe we could put another dresser under here as well. All right, that one's totally unnecessary, but I guess I like to have the rooms looking like they could be lived in. And we could put some rugs over here. And then we won't have to worry about ever changing the beds in here either. Okay, we have, and this household is actually the Bella's household, but Ryan got to keep his own name. So we have Ryan Gilbert, Ruby Bellas, Lauren Bellas, who's a teen, and then Serena, who is a child, and Pickles, who is an adult, I think. Okay, whose dog is Pickles? I hate it when they don't make everyone be known to the pets. All right, so Pickles is an adult, days until age up 10. So we had Sim Bellas, who had Ruby Bellas, and Ruby married Ryan, and they had Serena and Lauren. So when Lauren is an adult, then she will have the next generation. But so far, we only have 3 generations in this household. Okay, and as far as upstairs, we have, looks like the parents' bedroom that has the infants and newborn. Maybe we should move the toddler bed over there, just so we can make this bedroom like a teen's bedroom or something. Yeah, I realize that's kind of random with all those kids' beds there when we don't need them, but I'm honestly over it. So we're going to make this a bunk bed room so that we can have some kids in it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We need actually more room than that. So let's put a bunk bed in here. The only thing about the bunk beds is that they don't always match. Oh, and then there's a painting in here for some reason. All right, so these kids get that room, and then maybe we'll throw a bunk bed in here. That means there's going to be 4 people in this one room, but to be honest, this is a really large room. If I was doing this the right way, I'd probably split this room into 2 bedrooms, but then you'd lose the double doors. Yeah, let's just go with the bunk beds. I think the bunk beds are more realistic than sharing a double bed with a sibling. So that should pretty much cover that. Ooh, Jasmine. Yeah, she's kind of close. So Jasmine is an elder in the Caulfield household. And then we have Antoine, who is an adult. Jayla, who is an adult. Rafka, who is an adult. And then Houston is a young adult. Lance is a young adult. And Lamar is still a teen. But then we have Juliet. So Juliet is a toddler now. We have Jasmine, who married Kansas and had Antoine. And then Antoine married Rafka and had Juliet. So Juliet is the 3rd generation for this household. Okay, I think we have all of the beds set up for this family too. So we're good as long as we don't have twins that are infants or newborns or toddlers. Okay, nothing new in the Sparks household except for Unisparkles and Owlix are now elders. And then Jacqueline and Crystal are both teenagers now. So I think Crystal was a child. Or actually, I think Jacqueline was a child last time. So we don't have enough room in this household to expand the family line. We're waiting for Unisparkles and Owlix, unfortunately, to pass away. So yeah, if you'd like to add in any of your Sims, just go ahead and upload them to the gallery under #CharityCodes. And if in the meantime you have any other suggestions for the series, please leave a comment down below. And if you've made it to the end of the video, be sure to like and subscribe. This is Charity. Thanks for watching.